and let's get ready to start another episode of Miami Cop Talk. Today, we continue our messaging on COVID vaccination and why it's so important to be better safe than sorry. With us, we have Grammy award-winning artist Marlow Rosado. And with us also, we have Chief Magnusson from El Portal. He is the chair of the COVID committee for the Day Chiefs. And most importantly for me, on a regular basis, is my partner and co-host, Robert Asencio. How's it going, Robert?
I'm doing well. I guess we're doing well, but there's some people in our community that are suffering from COVID. We want to brought Marlow on and the chief once again because we want to convey messages from a cross section of our community stakeholders. We want our stakeholders to talk to our brothers and sisters in uniform. Marlow, welcome. Why don't you give us your thoughts on what's going on with the COVID and your ideas on educating to better protect people and getting vaccinated?
Why don't I tell you something personal? Because I think that I sit on both sides of this, and I think that if I speak from personal experience, it conveys the message more. So my wife is vaccinated, and I hadn't gotten the vaccine because I was not going to. Right? I have many friends that are vaccinated, and siempre the little struggle back and forth between that. And for me, my only reason was I just wanted to wait a little bit before I got it. That was it. I have a very good friend right now in the hospital, intubated, and I know of 2 others that have died in the last month. So within the last 2 months, my entire mentality has shifted. And it's for me, being in the music industry, seeing so many of my musician friends now really being able to compare the ones that have gotten COVID with the vaccine and the ones that have gotten COVID without the vaccine, and really being able to see the difference. See, this is something now that it's a blessing in disguise. Now we actually get to compare how COVID affects people that are vaccinated versus people that are not. This is something we didn't have before. Before we were just going on, well, is this vaccine really going to help? Well, now we're actually able to compare it. So now we whether the proof is overwhelming or not, I have seen some of my friends that are vaccinated go through this variant much smoother because they have still gotten it, but it's just been so much easier for them. Almost like a 2-day little cold and sniffles, and then it's over. Where the non-vaccinated people that I've seen get it in the last couple of months, 2 of them have passed away, and 1 of them is intubated in the hospital. So I can't, I've done a 360. I've done a complete 360. And I want to say it this way because you're talking to somebody that this is real. I'm not saying this for the sake of helping you guys out. I'm telling you that I'm seeing this, I'm living it, and I've changed my complete stance on the vaccine. And I would hope that other people don't have to go or see some of the things I've seen to change their stance on the vaccine. I hope that people, just with what they're seeing on the news and with the numbers the way they are, and with some of these things that we're actually seeing happening daily in our community, that would be enough to run out and get the vaccine. I think that we need to take advantage of it. I think that the vaccine is here to I guess the word in Spanish is amortiguar, right? To help. It almost serves as a foam where you're not hitting the ground so hard. You're actually falling on a nice foam. If you have to deal with this anyway, at least have this extra layer of protection in your body that's going to help you go through it. Because I've now throughout the first COVID outbreak, I didn't know anybody that died. I heard, on the news, you hear people are dying, but I never heard of one single person in the last couple of months, now I know too. And another dear friend of mine is in the hospital, really, doing really, really bad. So, you know, and that said, with paired with the fact that now we get to see the difference of how you get through this with the vaccine and what it's doing to people that are not inoculated. I think we need to run. Everybody needs to run and go get this vaccine.
So I know that now your viewpoint has changed on getting the shot. What's your position and what's your mindset? Because I know there are people out there that are fearful.
I have not gotten the shot yet. I am getting the shot. I actually told Robert, I might have to delay the interview a little bit because I just went to get the PCR test this weekend. I have a performance on a cruise ship. And even that, listen, I have to get 3 tests before I get on this ship Saturday, where a couple of the musicians that I'm taking on the cruise don't have to do nothing but get the rapid test on the ship. So even for work purposes, if for nothing else, it just makes my job so much easier that even I was actually saying to my wife earlier, God, I wish I had this damn vaccine already so that I wouldn't have to go through this thing today. And I got to get a test today, which I just went and got. I mean, not a shot. I had to go get the test just now. I have to go get another one tomorrow and then a rapid test on the ship Saturday. If I was inoculated, I wouldn't have to do that. Robert said it, my industry has absolutely felt economically the hit of this. I have contracts. I had great contracts that went away. And now that we were finally coming back, I've got contracts in November. I've got contracts in December. I've already got contractual obligations for January and February of next year. Already, the January date, they've already sent me the deposit and they've already asked me to hold off because they may not do the event. So we continue to feel the consequences. And if that happiness and that we felt when things were coming back, if that was through the fact that so many people had gotten, the vaccine, then really let's just all go and get this vaccine and put this behind us.
Yeah. Depende en ti.
Depende de ti. That's my new single. It's out there.
That's why I said it. That's why I said it.
Over 1 million views on YouTube. Check it out.
That's why I said it. That's why I said it.
I know.
Chief, and you were cautioning from the beginning, it's not just the health issue, it's also the economy, man. Right?
First of all, thank you for your words. I know they're from the heart, and I hope, and I think they can resonate very well with the law enforcement community. Because you're talking from personal experience. He had a message, and that is, everybody's got to safeguard themselves. But thank you again for your words. It's much appreciated.
Absolutely. And listen, Robert and
Raul.
Robert and Raul, thank you so much for doing this. Because if I get only to the entertainment industry, and David gets to the law enforcement community, and next week you guys bring more people of each of these industries, collectively we're all reaching out to our communities. I mean, hopefully somebody that has nothing to do with the music industry sees what I'm saying and says, damn, I sort of know what he's saying because I went through that too. Just I think we need to keep pushing the message. I think that unfortunately we were caught in such a terrible political moment with this, and really it's despicable, and we at some point, we should blame, these everybody across the board. This is bipartisan for putting us, the people, in such a horrible spot, not believing for the sake of political agendas.
Right.
We should never be, as regular people, we should never be used this way again, that we don't keep ourselves safe and that we don't do what we're supposed to because they're feeding us these dividing messages. You know, as a country, I feel we should have all celebrated the vaccine when it came out, and we all should have been on board to go and get it. Not this overwhelming division that we've had because we just don't know what to believe or didn't know what to believe. I hope that today, most of us, now that, again, like I said, now that we get to see, now that we actually have some sort of place to compare, hopefully we can make the better decisions. And I think that the overall message that I want to end with is today we are seeing inoculated people get COVID and non-inoculated people get COVID. Let's just look. It's there. It's there now for us to see. Let's just see the way these two different types of individual are dealing with the virus. And we can now measure that anyone with the vaccine that gets COVID is cruising through it. Chief, for the work that you guys do, I am a supporter of law enforcement. It breaks my heart to see even the division that's going on in your industry. And I just like I've changed my stance on the vaccine, I've also sort of developed a new system. Everywhere I go, wherever I see a police officer, I thank them for their service. I've always been pro law enforcement, but I've never taken the time to say thank you. So I thank you, and I thank everybody doing your job. You guys are so needed, and the people that love you guys really do love you.
Magnusson, thank you, Marlow Rosado, for being with us here on Miami Cop Talk. Be safe. Don't be sorry. Go out there and get your COVID shot. Thank you again. This has been Miami Cop Talk. On behalf of Robert Asencio and Raul Correa, we want to thank you for listening to Miami Cop Talk. Stay connected and visit us at MiamiCopTalk.com.